Good morning. Welcome to the Art of the Oracle. This is Tarot Tuesday, and today, I know this is really big. It's a huge box, but it's a pretty one. It's Tarot of the Owls. Yeah, it was a beautiful gift from my friend Kate, so thank you, Kate, if you're watching. And yeah, I wanted to dive in today and find out what's going on. I hope you had a chance to check out the 3-card pick a card reading that I did yesterday. That was a lot of fun. And that's what made me bring this in, is because we did use that a little bit yesterday in some of the readings. So if you're listening and you have a particular question or something that you've been thinking about, something a little bit more specific, because these are general readings, type them in the show notes in the comments there, and yeah, just leave me a note and I'll see if I can do the next reading around that. So all right, so for now we're going to ask for general information about this Tuesday and ask, what do we most need to know right now? Like what is coming in for us? I like to say, what is hidden, like, that is coming out for us? I feel like there's a lot going on that may not quite seem okay. So I don't know if you saw this, but yeah, those really jumped out. And there's, I think, 4 cards. Yeah. So let's see what we have. One, the Magician. So I was kind of asking, like, what is it that's hidden? And what I started to say when they were coming out is that there really feels like there's a lot going on in the world, and it just feels unreal on some levels. Like it can't really be this like chaotic and this ridiculous, because that's what I see a lot of time, is just a lot of silliness going on, a lot of things that are hurtful as well, not just things that just seem like, why in the world are we doing that? That just doesn't even make sense. But also people just being mean just because they can. And it just feels like some like little mean kids, and like you had in school, you know what I mean, that you never wanted to be around. But anyway, so I asked what was hidden, you know, just to give us a little glimpse. Well, the first card coming out here is the Magician. And this is about creation, about creating something, about knowing your own magic, knowing that you have everything that you need. The Magician has all 4 elements: air, water, earth, and wind. Wait a minute, that's air. Air, water, earth, and swords, fire. I was like, wait, we're doing that again. Yeah, so these are all 4 of the elements here. And when you have everything that you need, you can make a really good soup, right? You can make something really great. It's when you're limited and you're lacking on one level or the other when it sometimes becomes a little bit more challenging. So in this card, it's telling us, first of all, the first card in the major arcana is 0, and this is really the second card, even though it is 1, but it is a major arcana, and it is the first like real step on the Fool's journey, really. And so yeah, so this feels like something really big is going to be revealed on some way, or maybe it's going to show us what we really have, that we need to tap into our own magic, that kind of thing. So let's see with the other cards. Oh, look at this. So we have the 2 of Swords. This is kind of a rough 2 of Swords looking. He looks very, very sad in this picture. And I hate this light. That's the only problem with these shiny cards, is that, yeah, if I turn it completely around, then you can't really see what's going on. But if I don't, we're going to go there. We're going to just have it a little bit darker. Yeah, so this card right here is saying that, you know, we have the magic, we have what we need coming in, but let me try another light source, yeah, and rid ourselves of this one just for today, because these cards are too shiny. Yeah, so we have all that we need. The 2 of Swords is bringing in kind of a cool image. Now, swords around our communication and things coming in, but it's when you're kind of at a crossroads, and maybe and the way that this one, I really let the card tell me what it wants to say. And these are, you know, they're opposing each other. So perhaps there is something going on out there that is kind of creating conflict. That's what I'm hearing with that, in terms of different things that are being said. We also have another major arcana. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. We have 3 major arcanas here, okay? So This is the magic, having the magic. This is the Empress, all around abundance and having that intuitive wisdom, the divine feminine. It's almost as if this is the divine feminine version of the Magician. And then we have the Moon, which shows some mystery or something hidden. So it's interesting that that was the question that I asked, is what is hidden, or what is it that we're not really seeing? And from what I'm getting here is that, you know, there's conflicting information that is part of, I don't know why I'm getting so many motorcycles down my road now, but they've been in a couple of videos. The Magician is showing that you really have everything that you have, and you have the ability to create what you want. And the Empress is the same way. It's about creation, abundance, tapping into your intuitiveness, the divine feminine, just really feeling nurtured and nourished in this space. And in between those, a very minor thing that could be throwing you off on some level is that there's a little bit of indecision or a little bit of misinformation. That's what I'm seeing, because the 2 is kind of like the beginning of, you know, in the regular cards, you have the first one is an ace and the second one is 2, and that's when you're kind of gathering your stuff together. But because this is showing that you have 2 different things that could be opposing each other, it's bringing in a little bit of conflict, I feel like, around that, and causing a little bit of stalemate, because both of these cards right here look really beautiful and really expansive and nurturing and abundant and all of that. So I feel like the hidden thing in what it's trying to reveal here, because it also has the Moon, is that, one, having conflicting information or conflicting ideas kind of stops you from being in your true power. And so if there's a lot of misinformation, or if there's a lot of stuff going on in the world, it kind of sucks your energy away, because that's what it looks like in this image here, is that he's completely just exhausted because he doesn't know which way to go, because everything seems like it's in conflict. So that's what I feel like, is there's a hidden agenda out there that creates conflict, misinformation. I'm also hearing, you know, it just pulls our energy, because it pits us against each other. Going up against each other does not allow us to work together and rise into our own magic and our own greatness. But I also feel like, because this Moon card is coming out, there's a lot of astrological shifts that are going on. And I think the eclipse is coming up this week. There's so many things, like every time I turn on the internet and I see there's like another big shift happening. So I feel like what this is saying is that there is something coming in that isn't quite seen, that is really going to pull us, and it, like a full moon, kind of illuminate the shadows and the darkness a little bit, so we get to see some of the things that we didn't realize were kind of pulling us away from what our natural powers, our natural gifts, our natural magic, our natural ability to create and feel abundance. So I hope you enjoyed the message today on this Tarot Tuesday. And if you did, hit that subscribe button and give me a thumbs up, and join me tomorrow, where I'll do another reading to find out what's up on Wednesday. So until then, I hope you have a great day. Bye now.